These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Militiaman. Says they show us progress. We have never been at this stage with Iraq ever since 2003. I don't know any person out there, and I know many have been in this for over 20 years that have never witnessed what we're witnessing today. You really should be profoundly happy. It is phenomenal. All right, walking stick. This is Iraqi Bank Friends Akian #1 update. We heard these words from Alak when he spoke to us, paraphrasing that the comment was about changing the exchange rate. These words came up in the meeting here in the U.S. where #1 was in the last few days. Investors, large companies, big oil refineries, massive contract, all of them heard these words. They all know the exchange rate, the IQD, is going to change. All right, Mark Z via PDK question. So has the RV started? I believe it has started and is not going back. Nader from the Mideast says this visit to the United States, it was really good. All this contracts they signed, all the people want to go to Iraq to do business, start businesses. It's great. Now they have the ball in their hands, so we see what they're going to do with it. They're going to score or pass on the side again. Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report, Firefly. Big things on the TV about JP Morgan and Iraqi banks are talking about financial reforms and banking reforms. Frank says it's a scam. It's a scam. LOL. Winky face. All right. Guru Caparoni has an article quote. Government sovereign guarantees to encourage the private sector. Caparoni says, as I've been saying for years, until Iraq passes the needed legislation, nobody will significantly invest in Iraq. We have Breitling who says you have these currencies that have a lot of zeros behind it. Comparing with these other currencies that have locked, Iraq is a completely different case. They don't have a market problem. They don't have a customer problem. Where is the inflation coming from? It's coming from policy. How can they add value to their currency? It's all going to be based on 100% policy. The authority comes from Parliament, the Ministry of Planning, Ministry of Finance, and the Central Bank of Iraq. They don't need any more customers. To add value to the currency, they don't need to do anything else. All right, Claire article quote, the U.S. Treasury praises the actions of the government and the central bank in Washington meetings. All right, Militiaman says they're presenting the relationship with JP Morgan Bank and Iraq. For all those may still question whether or not JP Morgan is dealing with Iraq or not, they should be alleviated from now. Frank 26 community comment, please explain there's no chance of a LOP. Frank 26 says anybody that thinks this is a LOP, you have to run away from them. They have no idea what they're talking about. A LOP adds zeros to the exchange rate, and RV and RI removes zeros. Lastly, I have Mark Z via PDK, article quote, Vietnam Central Bank plans Forex intervention. Mark Z says they are ready to defend and strengthen its currencies. You are finally starting to see it in the news.